Like a lot of museums, small town museums, it started as one man's dream to make this little collection of his a legitimate museum.
This is Grounded in Granite, where every person and every place has a story to tell. I'm Jason Schreiber. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Grounded in Granite. I am super excited. Hello. I am here in Warner, New Hampshire at the New Hampshire Telephone Museum, which I had no idea that we had a telephone museum in New Hampshire. And my guest today is Graham Gifford, who is the executive director here at this museum. And I just am really excited. And look at this. We have the old quarterphone, which I remember these, the rotary phone, but there's so many phones here. And so, Graham, thank you for taking some time to sit down and share what this place is all about. Because it's kind of a mystery. You say a lot of people don't know you're here, right?
Tons of people don't know we're here. And we're just so delighted that you're here because it's, every day we usually get somebody to walk in the door that has that same expression that you just had, like, wow, this is absolutely amazing. We hear it all the time.
Yeah. So this is your 21st
This is 21st season. Absolutely.
Just opened. So what is this place?
What is this
I just see phones from all different eras here, and up until we got more modern phones.
We do have modern phones.
So please explain what this place is about.
So, well, as you've already said in your introduction, thank you, we're the New Hampshire Telephone Museum, which started back in 2005. And basically, like a lot of museums, small town museums, it started as one man's dream to make this little collection of his a legitimate museum. Well, long story short, we are absolutely a legitimate 501c3 nonprofit museum, and we get over 4,000 visitors a year. A lot of people come in.
Okay, so a lot of people do know you're here.
A lot of people do know we're here, but not as many as we would like because. Well, let's face it. The name does not do justice for what we offer. It made all the sense in the world in the beginning. We had a lot of phones, but we're actually a communications museum, which is a huge difference. So we have a lot of displays that talk about Morse code, for example, or the Postal Service or the military service. One of our new exhibits this year is about Subcom, which is this amazing company over in your neck of the woods, over on the seacoast.
Okay.
And they are wonderful people to partner with. We also have a new exhibit on tattoos. And we can hear people say right now, well, why does a phone museum have a tattoo exhibit? Well, that's because we're not a telephone museum per se. We're a communications. Tattoos predate Roman times. Anyway, there's an awful lot here. It's great. It's a beautiful place.
So when people first come, they've never been here before. What is their reaction?
Their reaction is amazement and surprise. First of all, they think it's going to be one or two phones, kind of spider-ridden and dusty. They don't expect it to be so bright and clean and huge.
It is huge. I mean, this place is huge. You can't tell looking at but this is the gallery.
This is the main gallery.
But it's huge. I mean, you got different rooms. I mean, there's just phones
all the way down,
all over the place. So explain the types of phones that you do have here, and how you get them. Where have they come from?
We've given up counting, by the way. I don't know how many telephone artifacts we have. But
hundreds, clearly, or thousands.
Thousands. We have a whole storage area down below this whole floor, and it's packed. So we've got all different sorts of telephones, obviously, but we have a lot of other artifacts that are communication related. And over the years, we have built on the Dick Violette collection. Mr. Violette was in the telephone industry. He owned the small independent telephone company, MCT, that was once here in Warner, which is how the whole museum dream happened. Well, since then, we trade, we buy, we get a lot of donations. The wall to your left is a novelty telephone wall, which I'm sure your people will see. But there's tons of them. We get a lot of those donated.
I see a Cabbage Patch phone and a Bozo phone.
Exactly.
And what's the most popular on that wall? Do you have
I don't even think...
They're all cool.
They are all so fun. It's amazing. We just got last week somebody donated a Hulk novelty phone. That's going to be a big one. We have an Elvis wired up to work, so Elvis sings and dances.
Kermit the Frog. Kermit's over there.
Everybody loves those. Kids love it.
Yeah.
That's something that's interesting. Cool. When we're talking about the kids, you would sort of think that kids don't enjoy this sort of space. On the contrary, they do.
Yeah. No, it's perfect. I can see lots of fun things for kids.
The average visit, I think, in the museum is about 3 hours. That usually blows people's minds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
There's a lot to do. We have a popular emoji scavenger hunt, and people love that. So I think that there's more here than what most people think.
And then the types of phones, like what is you're like starting with like your oldest, what kind of go through kind of some of the eras
some of the
of phones
behind us and in front of us are wall mounted phones. These are some of the oldest phones that we have. These are 1800s. The collection is an outstanding collection. It's taken a lot of years and tremendous dedication from the collections committee. We are very proud of the collection. So these wall mount phones, these are very, very old. We do have them out for people to look at, which people find amazing. We don't have them glassed in, wired up, or anything. Obviously, we don't.
But don't touch
them.
them.
Allow people to touch them. But they're beautiful. So as you look around, you'll notice behind us too. Then we go from wall mount to candlestick. Those are obviously quite old. And then we have Bakelite phones. We go to plastic phones when plastics were invented. All the way up to more modern. Cell phones, smart devices. It's kind of amazing.
I saw a BlackBerry sitting over there, and then I said, "Oh, there's my old BlackBerry," and which is not that old, but
it's not.
But the technology is just advancing so fast, and that's old now.
Exactly. I know.
mean,
we've got people come in and chuckle because there's a flip phone over in that section. And a lot of people still use the flip phone.
That's my dad. That's my dad's phone over there that he's currently using.
Exactly. Absolutely. It brings back a lot of memories. You know.
Oh yeah.
Even for younger people, they like to see what their grandparents used, whatever their grandparents' ages are. Yeah, we've got a lot of phones.
I mean, actually, think about how quickly their devices are evolving that even younger people would see something that would be considered, oh my gosh, that's old now.
Exactly.
So that's great that you're bringing in, you're trying to keep
up.
Those.
That's tricky, but we're definitely trying to keep up. I'm not sure if a lot of people realize that, when you talk about the old phones, you talk about the dial. You and I are accustomed to the dial. A lot of people that come in, they've never dialed
used
the
to
phone,
dial,
which is a hoot. But the last dial in the United States was 1983.
Okay.
That's not that long ago if you think about it.
No.
So, here we are talking about, change happening so fast.
Right.
But you got to look at it relatively. And 1983, not that long.
No. It is not. No. And you get school kids? Do you get
We do.
some school groups that come through?
There's two of us here. And my partner in crime, Megan Hurley, she is the education director. And I think it's wonderful that we've been able to go out of the building because, COVID changed a lot of things. So post-COVID, we are very different than we once were. We now go out to a lot of schools. We obviously have schools come in.
What do you do? You bring phone?
Megan brings lessons, which the teachers love it too, but the kids adore it. So
that's cool.
She can bring an entire lesson depending on which lesson trunk that she wants to bring or whatever the teachers are working on. She brings that to the students and they love it. It's a wonderful thing.
Okay, yeah.
I also want to mention that not only is it students, but senior living centers.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean, we oftentimes forget that a lot of times it's very difficult for those folks to get out of their living situation and explore the state. So Megan will go to them. It's fabulous. It's a great experience. And we've built that up over the last couple of years, and now well, quite frankly, we might be booked up for the season.
Really?
So that's a really good thing to say.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's your season?
We just opened.
Okay.
Well, it gets kind of confusing, especially now because we're changing the hours. But May through October, we're Tuesdays through Saturdays.
Yeah.
That's the primary season, as we say. So that's the busy time. And we're right on the straightaway to the Lakes region. So you can imagine that during the summer season, that's our busiest season.
Right.
So it will start to get jumping.
What do you enjoy about working here and being in this environment and dealing with the public and visitors? What do you enjoy most?
Probably
just
too
kind
many
of
things to tell you, to be honest with you. I do. I love it because this is my, gosh, I lose track. I think I've been here close to 13, 14 years. And originally I was brought on for marketing, and I've never left. It's been a great experience for me. We meet so many wonderful people. That's probably at the top. We've got a lot of tourists, so we meet people from all over the place, which is fantastic. Dealing with the kids is fun. There's a tremendous amount of creativity in this building. When you're talking about a communications museum, we can do so many different things. And I come from a creative background, so that I think is number one. I mean, again, a tattoo exhibit. Nobody saw that coming.
Yeah, we're going to check that out. I got to check that out. Yeah. Is that, how new was that? Is that?
No, I haven't even really finished it yet. It's up.
You're still working on it.
I'm still working on it. Yeah.
So, Graham, kind of explain the history of how it really started.
Sure.
I mean.
So it's kind of interesting in that I don't know how many artifacts at first, but Dick Violette, he worked in the telephone industry. He actually lived here in Warner, and he worked for MCT, Merrimack County Telephone. Well, he ended up, like a lot of people, working there so long that he purchased that independent telephone company. All the while, he would collect or keep different artifacts.
Okay.
So his hope was one day to be able to open up a museum, which, quite frankly, is amazing to have that forethought. So he would stash all of his little treasures at his house or in his office. And then ultimately the company was sold. So when the company was sold, they decided that they would open a museum. So the very front part of this building is an original old home that was on Main Street. And long story short, the rest of this beautiful building was constructed specifically for the museum. It's big, as you can attest.
Yeah, it's big and beautiful. I mean, it's just so well maintained. It's it's a great place.
So we've now taken up every imaginable corner and crevice of this building to either showcase an artifact or create an exhibit or add a hands-on activity. We're busting at the seams at this point. But other people had small collections, so they gifted those to us.
Okay.
And as I mentioned earlier, in addition to that, donations all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How do you know how many it started out with? Do you roughly?
I mean,
obviously it's grown a ton.
It has grown. I would say hundreds at first.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. What we're looking at now looks considerably different than even what it looked like a few years back. We've really taken up a lot of space, which is interesting and tricky from a museum perspective. You don't want to overwhelm people. And quite frankly, we already do. We have people that come in and say, there's so much. I can't absorb it all.
Right.
We need to come back. We hear that a lot because there's just a lot of information and a lot to look at. But, more bang for your buck.
And you've got a lot of, there's stories behind I see you've got displays with educational materials and things so people can,
people love
learn
stories. That's how we know history, learn history, remember it. We try. We're a little bit unique in a lot of ways. First of all, we nowhere in this building will you read or discover that Alexander Graham Bell invented the phone.
Oh.
That's not how we roll. History is a lot more nuanced than just giving credit to one person.
Right.
What we will do is say that he got the patent, and we'll give you more information about that interesting story. But that's really what we like to do. That goes back to that creative part. We tell stories. That it's more relatable that way. We don't want to be a stodgy place to archive old artifacts. It doesn't make any sense for future generations to look at old stuff if you don't understand what the old stuff is.
Right.
So we try to be a little bit more fun than that.
Yeah. And so are there any other telephone museums?
Believe it or not,
not in New Hampshire, I assume.
Not in New Hampshire. This is it for
This
New
is
Hampshire.
the only one. Okay.
But there are,
There probably
and we've been to several. We haven't been to all of them. The closest one I think at this point is Ellsworth, Maine.
Okay.
It's very small, petite, but those folks are lovely. There used to be a gentleman in Massachusetts. I want to say either Cambridge or Worcester, but I think he's moved around a little bit. I'm not sure where he's at the moment, but there are other museums for telephones and but nothing quite like this.
No. And what do you see as kind of the future of the museum? I mean, are you out of space to add more?
Well, we play a shell game. We always have, and I think it's necessary that we always will.
Yeah. Right.
So, yes, while we run out of legitimate space, we have a membership base, and memberships are, like every museum, memberships are very important to a museum for funding.
Yeah.
So we have people that come often. By the way, this is not, believe it or not, the kind of place that you come once and say you visited, because we always change things, because we don't want to bore our members and we don't want to be bored ourselves. So we change things out. We rearrange the artifacts. We bring older artifacts up. We take artifacts down back to storage.
So you're
it's
switching it up
shuffle.
constantly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Makes it more exciting.
Yeah. I guess you have to do that. Yeah.
Makes it more exciting.
How big is your membership? I mean,
well, it's petite, really, because believe it or not, we keep saying how large this museum is, but in the grand scheme of things, it still is a petite museum. Because when you're talking nonprofit museums, generally people start to think about the Guggenheims, the Smithsonian's, that kind of scale, and we're certainly not to that scale. We have to constantly hustle. Nonprofits always do. So we're always fundraising and networking and asking for memberships and things like that. But truth be told, we do a pretty darn good job of that. So we are very healthy. We'll be here for a while. We will probably stay in Warner. It's where the museum was born, but that is not up to me. That's, we have a board. So the board dictates a lot of the logistics as far as how we function. But Megan and I are constantly doing something. So.
Well, and you say Warner is not far from Concord, not far from the capital. It's you can easily get here.
Absolutely.
It is a beautiful town, beautiful area here.
There's a lot to do in Warner. I think that's one of the other things that's super nice. Years ago, we used to have this tagline: "Spend an hour, spend a day." You and I were talking off camera, and Warner has 4 museums. Warner has multiple restaurants, an ice cream parlor, lavender farm, a buffalo farm.
I saw that. Yes, the buffalo farm. I gotta hit up the buffalo farm. I saw the sign. I said, "Oh yeah, I forgot that."
Fabulous.
Yeah. Okay, fabulous. So we're gonna add. That's a future episode.
There's a lot here. There's a lot. So you could actually, especially if you're coming up just from Concord, it takes you 15, 20 minutes. So
it's
easy.
So there's a lot to do in this little town. Now it looks like you're attached to a firefighter museum.
That's another one of the museums. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, originally when the building was constructed, I mentioned Dick Violette, but there's also Paul Violette, one of Dick's sons that was in the industry forever. And he worked with the museum as well. He was on the fire squad. So he said, let me build a dedicated space to house some of those things. So it's a volunteer museum. And they use our space.
Oh, that's nice.
Great.
So what do they have? Some fire
They do. They
memorabilia,
do.
whatever, artifacts and things?
Oftentimes, people that come here,
We'll just
they're able to come down to go
I
downstairs.
see.
It's
Okay.
just by donation.
So that's
Nice.
good to know that if they happen to the hours probably
Absolutely.
vary. I mean, depending if someone's around. But
Exactly. And if
you
we're available, we're happy to bring people down.
oh,
So,
you do?
absolutely.
Oh,
If
okay.
there's, as
If
I said, there's just
if
the
there's
two of us,
interest, right,
so
right. But
we
if you
juggle.
can do it, okay. So that's good to know. I mean, that if somebody,
Absolutely.
if there was
We've
interest
had
in that
people
as
that
well.
actually just want to go there when they visit because,
Oh, really?
there's another following for firefighters.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
share
yeah.
patches and
Mhm.
things like that. So it's a nice little space.
Mm.
Yeah.
Graham, do you have a favorite phone here? Or
I
or do
actually
you? I
that's
mean,
a really hard question
yeah.
because there's so
There's
many
so
great
many cool
ones.
ones. You probably can't decide on a
I
favorite phone.
can't, and I probably changed my mind, but the one I
Yeah.
usually mention, there's a 301 right behind us. It's a black Bakelite.
Mhm.
And the
Okay.
reason it's one of my favorites is Henry Dreyfuss, who is an industrial designer,
Hmm.
brilliant industrial designer. He was tasked with designing that. And if you're an art person and you're into
Yeah.
industrial design, you realize that that is pretty darn amazing.
Mm.
So I think that's happens to be one of my favorites, although I
Mhm.
have a variety. But I'd have to tell you that one.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. There's just so many cool ones. It would be hard to
It is.
decide.
It's so hard.
Yeah. So you said you do get tourists summertime. You get
A
tourists. So they
lot.
find. Are you? Is this? Can you find this place in tourism pamphlets and things around? Or
You can, although,
are you? I
that
don't know how
world has
you.
changed
Yeah.
considerably.
Yeah.
Years ago, you might remember that at the stops on the highway, they
Yeah.
have these.
Yeah. The
It's
brochures of.
incredibly expensive.
Yeah. Okay.
Very, very expensive to do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And, we've kind of curtailed our marketing to
Hmm.
be much more specific
Yeah.
than in years past
Mm-hmm.
because
Hmm.
we get a lot of word of mouth. Word of
Yeah.
mouth, things like this.
Yeah.
This is what helps us
Mm-hmm.
considerably. We do have obviously rack cards that we make. We just don't pay extra to go to the stops.
Yeah.
We do some other marketing and things like that. But the
Mm.
highway sign for New Hampshire, a couple of years back, we decided to do that.
Oh.
Also expensive, which
Mhm.
is unfortunate, but
Yeah.
it's the best marketing
Did it?
dollars that I've spent. It's pretty important because, a lot of times when you're on the highway, you just want to go destination to destination. And you forget that all
Mm.
along New Hampshire,
There's.
everywhere, but certainly New Hampshire,
Mm.
little villages all along the way. So for all your
Yeah.
visitors, all your listeners,
Right.
jump off the highway.
Mm.
You are going to find so many great little gem places to stop
Mm.
at, whether it's
Right.
food or otherwise. It's great. So yeah, it's always an adventure to market.
Did you ever think that you would work at a museum like this
Wasn't in the
when you were
plan.
looking
It
looking
was
into?
not in the plan. Absolutely. I y- in hindsight, it makes a little bit more sense to me.
Okay.
Of course, I always joke with my name, Graham. It's sort of
Well, yeah, I was going to
serendipitous,
say this. Yeah.
right? I mean, this is not.
That's
This is
funny.
weird.
Yeah.
But I've had a variety of careers.
Yeah.
I get bored,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
I think that's a testament to this museum. This is the longest time at a particular career that I've ever
Really?
had.
Oh, that's funny.
So, I'm
Yeah.
surprised I haven't had the itch yet, but I guess my work here isn't done.
And you said and it's a small staff. You said it's just you and
Just Megan and I.
just
we are a
the two of
two-man band.
you.
Now, I
That.
should say that we're the two full-time staff people here. But I certainly don't want to outshine my amazing part-time staffers
Mm-hmm.
who help us on the
Okay.
weekends.
Yeah.
Without we would be lost.
Mm.
And also our volunteers.
Mm.
We've got a wonderful volunteer base, and those people are absolute angels. They help
Mm.
us out doing so many different things.
Mhm.
And again,
Mm.
as a nonprofit, you need all the help you can get.
Right.
So we're very, very lucky that way.
Great. You have some a wall with some display of international
We
phones.
do.
Explain
We
a little
do.
bit of that and where.
Absolutely. That was a lovely gift years ago.
Okay.
So there was a woman that came in for a quick little visit. This happens all the time, by the way.
Mm.
She fell in love with the place. And on her departure, she said, "Hey, I have a brother who had collected phones while he was at Camp David. And would you like those? And we, of course, said, absolutely, we'd like those.
Yeah.
So according to the story that she shared with us, he worked at Camp David where, of course, people would come in bringing their phone with them. That was important for obvious reasons. But then once their time at Camp David was through, they didn't want to have to bring this phone anywhere else, so they left it. That's how he started his collection.
Interesting.
So we now have that collection of phones from all around the world.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Wow.
We get a lot of that. It's
that
kind of
is
fun.
really,
People will say, I've got a candlestick collection. Would you, quite frankly, that is how we got the candlestick collection. Somebody else was in love with the museum and said, would you like it?
I was going to ask, are there any other interesting stories behind any of the collections that you might be fun to share, or can you think of any, or how they came to this museum, or
absolutely.
Is there anything like that you can think of?
Well, we could be all day
probably
for that, I tell you, because again, people are just so very kind. In the front room, there's an entire exhibit area called Meriden Telephone Company, which is a fascinating story, by the way. Meriden Telephone Company was the last independent telephone company to switch over in New Hampshire. Bryant Pond, Maine was the last to switch over in the United States. So the reason I mentioned the Bryant Pond exhibit is it's an absolute exhibit taken from the Meriden, the cellist family, their home, and basically transplanted here because they wanted it to be here. So that too was one single gift that was offered to us, and we basically recreated it in one of the front gallery spaces. So that was fabulous.
Yeah.
But you could go around all day long in this place and say stories like
I
that.
Imagine. I imagine you could, because it is just a fascinating place.
Yeah. There's a whole section on the switchboard operators.
Oh, yeah.
And likewise, those switchboards came from different switchboard offices. And as you can imagine, we've got retired operators, fewer now, obviously. But they used to come in more often and just tell their stories. They're a riot.
I bet. Do you know, like, what percentage of these phones have actually come from New Hampshire? The majority. The majority have come from New Hampshire. Okay.
Absolutely.
Oh, all right.
We try. The collections committee does try to keep things within New Hampshire, or more specifically New
England. Yeah.
Because there's like the candlesticks came from Connecticut. Many of them came from Connecticut.
Oh, really? Okay.
We definitely try to stay New England. But again, being a communications museum, you know, we have a lot of things that are, from all across the country.
Right.
I think in order to tell a proper story, it's tricky to just be, New England centric.
Oh, yeah.
So, we've got those hurdles by maintaining our mission statement and then staying within a building this size. It's tricky.
Do you ever wonder, as you look around, like, obviously you don't know how long this place will be here, hopefully for many, many more years.
Absolutely.
However, do you ever wonder, what this place, assuming it's sticking around for 20, 30 years, 40 years, what it would look like in 20, 30, 40 years from now?
I would be so surprised. I can't even imagine. I can't imagine because, we are constantly doing research. You have to do research, not to do things for the future, but to also make sure that you're always telling the correct back history. And that is an ongoing endeavor. So we, as I said, we are on a continual hustle. We do have an endowment fund. We try desperately and succeed quite well at maintaining that endowment because we need to be here for perpetuity. That is the goal. So what that means is 30, 40 years from now, what is it going to look like? Well, I don't know. We may have little chips that we're putting on display that have been implanted into us, and that is the technology.
It's really amazing. It's amazing to think, and just crazy to think about.
Exactly.
But
I don't know.
That is, yeah. So, and is there a fee?
There is.
Okay.
There is a fee, although it's going to shock you because it's $9 for an adult.
Okay.
So I suppose
so it's reasonable.
call that a free.
Okay.
But again, it's
Yeah, it's a reasonable. Yeah,
it's so reasonable.
Right.
For what you get. It's amazing.
Well worth it, I can say.
Yes.
Graham, is there anything else that you feel is important to mention? Want people to know about this place? Can you think of anything else
gosh.
that I mean?
Well, for any visitors, it's an absolute delight to come here, and you have places that you can visit in addition and eat.
Yeah.
I know as when I love to travel, I like to make sure that there's a lot of different things in the area.
Yeah.
And we've got you covered on that. We've got free parking in the back. So the logistics are all cared for. Outside of that, I just want people to know that
you're
trust somebody when they said that this place is pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. It's not going to be boring and stodgy. Trust me.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I one last thing. So are there any, do you have, like, can you pick up a phone and hear, do you have any, like, sort of, someone?
Absolutely. So we've got two hands-on areas.
Okay.
And we expand those all the time.
Okay.
So that's another thing that's quite frankly unique about this particular museum is while there are obviously Mona Lisas that we ask you not to touch, there is a lot that you can touch.
Okay.
And we have phones you can dial. We have phones that you can dial and talk to one another. You can try your best.
Okay. Oh, so all right. So that's good to know.
You want to play a tubular? Go in that Soundwave lab and play a tubular.
Oh yeah, the Soundwave lab.
Absolutely. The Soundwave lab, you could be in there for days. That's a blast.
Check that out.
Yeah,
and
strum a guitar if you want.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Wow.
There's a lot.
There is a lot. And so I really do. I hope, people will come check this place out. I think you'll all find it absolutely fascinating. And like, I didn't know what I was coming into when I walked through the door and I stepped in and I'm like, oh my gosh. And there's telephone poles. When you first enter, you'll see telephone poles.
Exactly.
So they got the whole vibe going on here. So it's fun. So, well, Graham, thanks again for taking the time. And until next time, remember, every person and every place and every phone has a story to tell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for tuning in to Grounded in Granite, where we celebrate the people, places, and stories that make New Hampshire home. If you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure to follow Grounded in Granite on Facebook, X, TikTok, and Instagram for behind-the-scenes clips, photos, and more. Subscribe to the Grounded in Granite YouTube channel to catch full video episodes. You can also find Grounded in Granite on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and iHeart. Until next time, stay curious, stay connected, and stay grounded in granite.